Welcome to Central Happenings Network. I'm your host, Bellagio Sampler, and welcome to the show. We have a quick little briefing. We're going to look into Lin Wood's tweets in the last 24 hours. Very balls to the wall, we'll say. Thank you all for joining us. Snowball, Don't Believe the Hype, Miller Van.TV, Ricky Radness over on YouTube. We got people over on Twitch and D Live. Defeat Jahudi over on D Live. Jahudi was the hidden boss in Mortal Kombat arcade version. You can only reach him if you activate 4 coins and 5 shekels and defeat Reptile. We have to get some spooky music on for the Lin Wood readings. We're going to get right into it. We're going to get right into it. Let's see if this is loud enough. Let's get into the bunker. Let's pull up the window right away. Right away. This will be like a 20-minute video. And then I'll leave it up to you guys to decide. What do you think? Lin Wood, the lawyer that defended the Covington High School kids, I think it was. So many happenings, guys. He's also the a defamation lawyer. He defended other famous people. His resume is not on my desk right now, so I can't read you everything he's done. But he's coming out with some pretty damning information right now. And the truth community is split. Do we listen? Do we wait to see what happens? See, I was just adjusting some wires. Let's read it. Lin Wood, the first tweet. As of 10:50 a.m., early morning tweet, January 4th, 2021. Early this morning. As background to tweets I'm about to post. This music's way too loud. Holy moly. I'm happy I caught that before reading. I must build the atmosphere, but I don't want to terrify you. We can't scare you now, can we? Yeah, that should be better. As background to tweets I'm about to post, you should read this article carefully. I ask that you read each of my tweets carefully and to decide if the information conveyed demands that patriots rise up so that every lie will be revealed at Real Donald Trump. And it's an article from HaleyCummings.me at WordPress.com. Memo warns Attorney General Jeff Sessions of VP Pence and Florida Attorney General Pam ... The price for speaking truth can be high. Ultimately, one's life and the lives of his or her family members and friends can be at risk or lost. I ask for your prayers that Almighty God cover me, my family members, and close friends with Psalm 91 protection. I have shared with several individuals the truth I will be speaking to you. Killing me will not prevent the truth from being revealed. It will only trigger its release by many others. I ask Real Donald Trump to immediately appoint an honest special prosecutor to pursue justice. And let's take a look at this article. Pull it up behind the scenes, bring it over. Where is it? Here we go. Mr. Titus Frost retweeted this. He doesn't have too much confidence in this series of tweets because the source of the news. We're going to click on the link. Now, information's information. I don't think that Lin Wood read this article and then made these series of tweets. I think Lin Wood has certain things in place and research he's done to add to his information. But the very first tweet he posts this article. And a lot of people in the truth community don't like this guy here, Timothy Charles Holmseth. They say he's a fugitive, he's this, he's that. I don't know anything about him. Our circles have not crossed besides third parties. And I'm more about information. Is the information he's saying, does it have any substance to it? Is there any proof behind it? We will go back to this article in a little bit. Let's continue with the tweets. Number 2 series of tweets. I believe Chief Justice John Roberts and a multitude of powerful individuals, this is what Lin Wood is saying, worldwide, are being blackmailed in a horrendous scheme involving abuse and murder of children, captured on videotape. I have the key to the files containing the videos. I have also shared this information. This blackmail scheme is connected by members of 10 of the world's most well-known and elite intelligence agencies. One of those groups was hacked by a group known as Lizard Squad. The blackmail files of abuse and murder were obtained by this group, and copy was provided to Isaac Kappy. The blackmail targets are approached with a gun, a child, and a camera. The target's ordered to abuse the child on video. Target is then ordered to murder, allegedly, the said child on video. The target is then owned and controlled by the blackmailers until blackmail evidence loses its value. After Isaac Kappy received the hacked files from members of Lizard Squad, he gave files to one friend and the encryption key to another friend. He provided his information to his friends shortly before he was murdered in May 13th, 2019. Members of the Lizard Squad were jailed for hacking. The memes are starting to correlate with me. That's why I'm ignoring the we're not getting caught up on this. Because all the information we're reading is not from this. It's various tapestries of woven information. Things that we've researched, we know of, know about. He gave the files to a friend, in jail before hacking. Okay, next, Jeffrey Epstein was used the same blackmail scheme of child abuse and murder to either further his own interest or those of any intelligence agency with whom he worked. All who flew on his private jet or visited his island must be immediately interrogated and brought to justice. I decided to post this truth on Twitter and Parler as wall exists around real Donald Trump that may prevent me from getting this evidence to him. So Lin Wood knows about these instance firewalls. He knows about the how big tech can hide you, bury you inside a server, never to be seen again. Kappy tried to deliver info to president but was then murdered. I don't know who Kappy gave it to for delivery to the president. I have concerns that information from Kappy was not delivered to real Donald Trump, and his effort to get it to the president may have caused his death. I'm aware that my life is now at great risk, but I put my faith in God. I prayed before I made this decision. I had to reveal truth. Now you have great context for the message I tweeted below on January 1st. I'd hoped that this revelation would trigger resignation and confessions. Unsure of that result, I had to reveal full extent of my knowledge. I am doing so now. This tweet was an insurance policy. The evil forces behind this blackmail scheme of child abuse and murder need to know that others have encryption keys. I have a procedure in place. If I die in near term or any member of my family is harmed or threatened, the key will be released by many. I would never make an accusation. This is the part that is interesting. I would never make an accusation without having a reliable source for it. Stakes are too high. So I did due diligence to validate the accuracy of the shocking information I am revealing tonight. I am entirely comfortable that you are learning the truth that explains much. The 10 intelligence agencies who have members employing this blackmail scheme include the CCP, CIA, Mossad, FBI, MI6. The others are easily identifiable. The agencies do not which of them was hacked by. The agencies do not know, do not know which of them was hacked by Lizard Squad. I have no idea the extent of blackmail scheme, but given the number of agencies involved, the hundreds of thousands of missing children, and the otherwise inexplicable actions of many powerful officials, celebrities, and business leaders, I fear the worst. The number of missing children worldwide in the United States is staggering. He posted a link. We've looked at that here on the show. You know about it. So I've now conveyed the truth as I know it. There have been a rising chorus of people questioning my sanity in recent days. Now you can understand why. I have no idea what will be done to me or said about me in the coming days, but I will rest well tonight for having spoken the truth. Many issues in our world may be tied to blackmail scheme I described tonight, including bizarre behavior of officials and judges in recent elections. Donald Trump must appoint special prosecutors to thoroughly investigate. We need answers. We must investigate for the children. If asked to turn over the encryption key or other information I have law enforcement, I will only agree to provide it directly to Donald Trump, General Flynn, or Sidney Powell. I trust them. Again, please pray for my family. Thank you, Lynn. Let's check what you guys are saying over on all the different verses. We're my DLive crew is rivaling the YouTube crew. I'm liking this. If I look on YouTube, I see the number 38 people watching. I can assume that that's really, we have double that. When I look over on Restream, we have 64 total. I love it. I'm going down the list. Pence is the real cabal insurance policy, Brown Bear is saying. Classic Americana doesn't hate on Lin Wood. He's just as crazy as Lin. That's what he's saying. It's funny. Arden Hart is saying, quoting Lin Wood saying that patriots rise up so that every lie will be revealed. Surely this was backwards causation. Reveal the lies and patriots will rise up. Very good idea. Yeah, the Monado Mudkips is saying the Epstein dead body pic. Some people have said the earlobes are different. Yeah, we did it on here. Maybe I'll re-upload that episode. It's on the old channel, locked on private, waiting for us to get our old channel back. We have 2 strikes. But yeah, I might upload that over here, the whole Epstein. Gotta find that one. Yeah, we compared his eyes, his nose. It doesn't look anything like him. Avi Goldfeder, he loves the racing series. Look at the Chicago connection. Oh my God. Very true. Okay, caught up on chat. So, I might be cherry picking information, but I have that privilege. I don't know if Michael Pence is evil. I don't know if the whole, that Tory guy, right? What's his name? He looks like an Epstein kind of archetype. He has the Epstein jawline, the nose. He could be Epstein's cousin if, you know, in metaphorically speaking, just in terms of the resemblance they have. He's not. But this man came out against Michael Pence in the beginning of the election cycles. And he was saying that Michael Pence is a bad person. People like Titus and Montegraph are very weary of this Timothy Charles Homestead character. Let's take a look at this article, read a little bit about it. So, the following letter was placed in the U.S. mail today. Timothy Charles Homestead, in response memo, transnational child sex trafficking, Mike Pence, Pam Bondi, Jeff Sessions. So he's writing this to Jeff Sessions. I am contacting you regarding information that pertains to matters of national security, public safety, and though its nature may reveal a threat to President Trump, should be of interest to your office. Okay, I'm gonna skim through this. Homestead claims he began assisting the FBI in the summer of 2009 with information I obtained as a journalist regarding a child kidnapping that occurred in Florida. Records and secret emails that were hidden by corrupt police in Minnesota but later resurfaced show the. So this is why I don't get into like character assassination. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know if he's a liar. Let's pretend that this guy's what he's saying is true. He's wanted for he has a warrant for his arrest in Minnesota. If he did expose corrupt police in Minnesota, wouldn't it be like good causation, as the word you guys used, chat used? Wouldn't it be good causality to say that the Minnesota police are after him for that reason? I don't know. I have nothing invested in this guy. I'm just here for the information. And again, I'm coming at it from a perspective of a professional lawyer that deals with defamation. I mean, is he just trying to get sued by the Supreme Court justices? Is he trying to get Isaac Kappy? I don't know. I don't think he would just post this willy-nilly. I think the information in the tweets here is very accurate. And this post here, though it's not good for people in the truth community that don't agree with Timothy Homestead. 1 second. Well, I don't agree with everything anybody says. I'm here for the information. Let's keep reading. He relayed information regarding a kidnapping of Hallie Ann Marie Cummings, 5, who was reporting missing from her home in February 10th, 2009. I also presents information regarding the murder of Kaylee Marie Anthony, the Casey Anthony trial. Following my FBI interviews in 2010, I continued to contact. So a lot of people say this guy's bonkers, you know. The key figures were connected via email statements, other evidence. The former Fort Lauderdale attorney Scott Rothstein, who pled guilty to federal crimes after RICO, largest Ponzi scheme in history of Florida. The information I obtained also involved former Florida Governor Charlie Crist and a biofuel scheme regarding. So if this guy is accurate, he has a lot of enemies. He seems to be uncovering a lot of stuff everywhere, huh? So where does it talk? So what I'm trying to do here is look to see if any of these tweets is information from this letter. So far, it's not. Revealing shadow government operations that target witnesses and whistleblowers through a variety of means, including corruption in the judicial community. That's accurate. After my book about Hallie Cummings' kidnapping case was released in 2011, the Minnesota Family Court was improperly utilized to terrorize me and my children via false claims regarding my young son. It was in what was essentially a best interest of the child extortion scheme intended to discredit me and coerce me into silence about information I obtained regarding child traffic. Guys, again, look, I would look into all information. In the events what this guy's saying is true, of course, the corrupt officials would come after him. I just want to know why all the hate. Whenever I ask questions in the past, it's always like, well, the guy said there's a Pentagon task force for investigating Pizzagate. That's fake. The military doesn't do that stuff. The guy's a lying asshole. I don't know. In my realm, in 2021 clown world, anything and everything is possible. So the court ordered me not to say the name or Hallie Cummings in the presence of my child. Was required to see my son under supervision for approximately a year. Although no service provider, doctor, therapist, social worker, teacher, or any licensed professional ever documented a single concern about me. Well, it sounds like he was definitely harassed, to say the least. So he's talking about Marco Rubio, Pam Bondi, one of the many voice changer calls. I was warned to never again publish the names. Those people threatened him never to talk about these people again. Submitted to the Minnesota Court of exhibits that demonstrate an Indiana corporation called Specialized Investigative Consultants, Inc. was actively conspiring with shadow government operations in Minnesota, Florida, U.S. Air Force to violate my constitutional rights for the purpose of protecting members of transnational traffic. Let's talk about the Vice Pence thing. This is kind of where I don't know. Could it be real? Yes. Could Mike Pence be a bad guy? Timothy Homestead didn't kill himself. He's still alive. You're talking about Isaac Kappy? Jeanette LaPierre? Timothy Homestead is still on the run and still wanted by Minnesota. The sheer magnitude and nature of the incriminating evidence I possess regarding specialized consultants is utterly profound and disturbing. Here are a few facts from his investigation. Lot of stuff, guys. Tina Church told me during a recorded call that her son is a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Air Force who can walk across the street to the U.S. Department does and obtain records anytime he wants. Pam Bondi. Conclusion. President Donald Trump would be well advised to proceed with an abundance of caution regarding any trust he might place in Michael Pence or Pam Bondi. An abundance of evidence shows Michael Pence and Pam Bondi are in willful and obnoxious defiance of President Trump's executive order on February 9, 2017, executive order enforcing federal law with respect to transnational criminal organizations and preventing international trafficking. Very respectfully, yours, Timothy Charles Holmseth. So, putting aside prejudice or personal problems you might have with this guy, I haven't read anything in this article that even, ready? Are you ready for this? Here's the Bellagio Sampler haymaker. There's nothing in this article that Lynn Wood is even discussing. Okay, Lynn Wood is giving you the basic breakdown and gestalt of the New World Order satanic ritual abuse in America. He happened to put a memo, and here's my take on it. This is a warning of things that he knows. Maybe Lynn Wood doesn't trust Michael Pence anymore. Maybe he's going down the whole Tory Smith rabbit hole, right? And I don't know. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he a Christian? Is he not? Does he electrocute people to cure them of conditions? We don't know. What we do know is I would not jump off the Lynn Wood bandwagon. I would not, in clown world, calling anybody crazy makes you a normie. There's nothing crazy in clown world right now. So this is pretty wild. This was at 4 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning. Was it 1 a.m.? 1 a.m. in the morning. He's tweeting this stuff out. Let's see what you guys think. Isaac Kappy does connect to all this, and the fact that Lizard Squad, the meme Lizard Squad, the hacking troop, is brought up also adds to my intrigue levels of the memes and mematria. I totally see it in the realm of fully possible that Lizard Squad not only obtained the information but handed it over to Isaac Kappy. Isaac Kappy was in full-on warfare with the elite in exposing, and he met an untimely demise that the media is claiming was suicide when a couple weeks prior, maybe 1 or 2 weeks prior, he came out publicly and said, "I will never commit suicide." So when someone tells you that, you can't listen to MTV, you can't listen to Deepak Chopra, you can't listen to any of these yahoos and be like, well, you know, depressed people, they do weird stuff, and you can never tell when a depressed person's depressed, and oh, that's exactly what a depressed person would say, said Snopes. Said the fact check. I mean, depressed people who say they're not going to commit suicide, they say that in a public video forum, and then they jump off a bridge the next week. That's not what happens. I'm sorry to burst your Comedy Central bubble. Plan D says the Kappy Hanks connections cannot be ignored. Absolutely. And Tom Hanks looks weirder than anything right now. He's like fully bald, deteriorating fast. Mondo Mudkips is saying Pence was in charge. Let me scroll up on this one. Was in charge of Operation Warp Speed, and I don't trust the vaccine. It seems like I'm being unfair to Pence, though, if I blame that on him, as Trump brags about it as well. Pat Jenkins says, I don't know about Homestead. He gives me weird vibes. Action Jackson says, if the election isn't straightened out, we will never see another whistleblower again. That's true. That's true. DXRINC on D Live is saying Monty is a pedo, you know what, filing cabinet. Allegedly, this is according to DXRINC over on D Live. I cannot, I don't know any information on that. If that is true, please share your info with the world. Does he look or sound like your alleged statement? If we were in a mocking and slanderous mood and I had a few drinks in me and we had a lineup of people with pencil mustaches and various people, meth addicts, I don't think I would pick him as the creepy one in the bunch. But information's information. Let us know what you know. Okay, I'm caught up on chat. The Linwood stuff is wild. I agree. I think it's happening, guys. In 2 days, we're going to do a big news and call-in show on the 6th. We're going to monitor the happenings. We're going to find out what's going on. Because as of right now, we can't write anything off. I am not off the Linwood bandwagon quite yet. Just because he put me, you have to read the article he posted, avoid any personal problems you have, and just look at the information. Now, if Linwood was like parroting stuff he read from this article, and all this was like from that article, then I would say, okay, guys, it sounds like Linwood is reading into this too much. But no, he posted the article warning the people about Pence, and then he continued to talk about his previous tweets from a couple days ago on why he attacked the chief justices. Asterios over on Twitch is watching on Twitch to help my income go from 4 cents to 5 cents. I like that. Thank you. We're going to run an ad just for you before we leave. Twitch is somewhat annoying for me to get to unless I have it open already. Because if I click on this, okay, it's going to bring up whatever is on the front page and they're going to be loud. Then I got to click on my name. So it's a process. How many people we got watching over? You'd be able to tell me. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out on all different platforms, for watching. I have 4 subscribers. Incredible. Thank you guys. What does that mean that I'm making? I don't know. We're going to find out. I will let you know on the 6th. I'll let you know. I still don't know how to figure that out. But this is going to be the end of our show. We are going to... I'm going to say goodbye. I'll play the music and I'll play an ad for Twitch. And then we will shut everything down. But guys, keep your eyes peeled. We don't know anything. We are observers right now, getting the information. And we want to see what's going to happen. SCO Dave on Twitch is saying, kind of seems like a last minute desperation. Why wait so late to release this info? Silent Bird says, sorry, that was meant for my landlord. What was... That's funny. I can only imagine what you were trying to text to your landlord. Your landlord's like, well, what's wrong with the toilet? What can't go down it? And you respond, pee and poop. Pee and poop. And your landlord's like, I'll be right there. I'll clean it. I don't know. I'm just joking. Okay. Ready? Music's going on, guys. We'll be up on YouTube shortly. Come back on the 6th. I might be back tonight doing a video game stream, just relaxing, monitoring happenings. Stick around, follow all my backup channels if you would like. So follow me, give me a thumbs up if you like it. I am now stopping recording. We're going to run a 60-second ad on Twitch. We are just going to relax and say goodbyes and highs. And I'm going to play some music for you guys on the way out. Uh-oh. Got double music on. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. I would not be worried about anything that fear, anything that worries you. Don't worry about this stuff. Let's see where all the chips fall, as they say. And if you are distracted by dancing people in the bottom of the video, then you are not listening to the information. Make sure you listen. Make sure you focus. Those dancing people are there to de-metronome you, deprogram you. Is it working? Yes. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.